Hey there! Here with you today is, me, Reina. And in today's lesson, we are going to be continuing where we left off in our last video. So for your own sake, let's have a recap. In our last video, we learnt about tenses. Tenses are a grammatical device which is used to talk about or refer to time. In our last video, we learnt about 4 different tenses. The simple present tense, the simple past tense, the present continuous and the past continuous. So today we are going to be continuing with another 4 tenses, which are the present perfect continuous, the past perfect and the past perfect continuous. So without any further ado, let's get started. Let's start with the present perfect. Now, the present perfect is formed, as I'm going to say right now, subject plus have or has plus the verb in its V3 form. Now, if you remember correctly, then in my last video, I talked about the V1, the V2 and the V3 forms of the verb. And I told you that there is no set pattern to learn the V2 and V3 forms of the verb. And I'm not saying I was lying. See, here's the thing, I felt bad for you, okay? Because it's a real pain to go search out every V3 or V2 form of a verb. So for your own sake and because of the goodness of my heart, in the description box below I have linked a document which contains a table of the 50 most commonly used verbs in their V1, V2 and V3 forms. So yeah, you're welcome. Now, the most common use of the present perfect tense is to talk about an action that was completed recently. Now you may ask, but isn't this the same usage for the simple past? Okay, let me give you a few examples and then I'll explain. Now some examples for the present perfect are, I have finished all my work. Lauren has lost her bag. The cops have arrested a young man in connection to the robbery. Now in all these cases, one thing you notice is that there is no specific time. You have no clue when this happened. This is because when you use the present perfect, your main goal is to convey to the listener what happened. You are not concerned with when or how the action happened. What you are concerned with is the result. So if I did want to tell you when this happened, then all my sentences would be in the simple past. So the sentences would be, I finished all my work at 6:30 p.m. Lauren lost her bag at the party. The cops arrested a young man in connection with the robbery last night. There's a specific time, I'm giving you more information and so I'm using the simple past. However, if I don't want to give you all that information and simply want to tell you the result, I will use the present perfect. The present perfect continuous is our second tense. And now this is formed, as I'm going to say right now, subject plus have or has been plus the verb in its ing form. Now the one use of this tense is to talk about an action that started in the past and is continuing still. Now before you come at me saying that this has the same usage as the present continuous, let me explain. What makes it different is that in the present perfect continuous, you know when it started or for how long it had been continuing. However, in the present continuous, you don't know when it started. All you know that is that in the present it's continuing. Let me explain. Some examples of the present perfect continuous tense is she has been waiting for the teacher for 2 hours. Here there's a time period. She has been waiting for 2 hours. And the second example is, he has been playing tennis since 2016. Here too there is time period, since 2016. If I were to turn both of these sentences into the present continuous, the sentences would be, she is waiting. He is playing tennis. You don't know when they started doing the thing. You don't know how long they've been doing it. All you know is that they are doing it. So if you do add a specific time or if you give them a duration, then the sentence it becomes present perfect continuous. Now, if you do see a sentence and you want to figure out whether you should use the present perfect continuous or the present continuous, an indicator for you is for or since with a time period. If you see for or since with a time period, then most certainly your answer will have to be the present perfect continuous. The third tense of the day is the past perfect. Now, take a scenario where you, me and a couple others are going to the theatre. And just as we got to the theatre, the movie also started. So right after buying our ticket, we didn't have to wait that long. So in such a scenario where there are two actions and both of them occurred one after another, we'll say, when we got to the theatre, the movie started. Now, if by some chance we had become late and when we got to the theatre, the movie was already halfway done, which indicates that the movie started while we were on our way. Now in this scenario, we would say, when we got to the theatre, the movie had started. Now, why has this happened? If in a sentence, there are more than two past actions, or if there is more than one past action, and you want to talk about the one action that occurred first, then you will use the past perfect tense. Now, how do we form the past perfect tense? The past perfect tense is formed by taking the subject, adding had, then adding the verb in its V3 form. Another example is, I fell ill because I had drunk expired milk. I don't know why I would drink expired milk. I do not like expired milk. It's not healthy to drink expired milk and I hate milk in the first place. So it's a joke. Don't take it seriously. Don't go to the store and buy expired milk. Yeah? Now, the last tense of the day is the past perfect continuous tense. How do we form it? Like this. Subject plus had been plus the verb in its ing form. Now, how is this verb used? How is this tense used? Okay. Here's my example. I felt tired because I had been working all night. Now, if we take a timeline, then at some point in the past, I felt tired. I was tired at a point in the past. Now, before that, there was a continuous action. There was a continuous past action, and that is me doing my work. So I was doing my work all night. That's why I was tired. So as you can see in the sentence, there are two different actions occurring. Both occurred in the past, and one of them is a continuous action which occurred before the other action. So when we want to talk about that continuous action, we will use the past perfect continuous tense. Another example is, she had been waiting for the teacher for 2 hours when he finally arrived. She had been watching television when she stopped to do her homework. Usually there is something that is interrupting that continuous action. In the first scenario, it was me feeling tired. In the second scenario, it was the teacher arriving. In the last scenario, it was her stopping to do work. And with that, we have finished part 2 of learning tenses. So on the screen right now, I have displayed for you all the tenses with their formation, all the tenses we discussed with their formation and an example each. Go through it. If you haven't understood, go back to that part, watch it again. And if you still haven't understood, you're more than welcome to ask me your doubts. So, thank you for watching, and there will be another video continuing off and doing all the future tenses. So, I'll see you next time. Bye!